the island of misfit toys. Up, 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 and away!
Hi, my name's Donna. I'm one of Santa's reindeer, and I'm an alcoholic. I bet a lot of you think you already know my story, right? I bet you didn't know that I grew up in Dorchester, south side of Boston, and that me and my best friend Rudy are fucking townies and wicked fucking proud of it. Now, that's right, I said Rudy. That fucking Rudy. Like, the greatest reindeer of them all, Rudy. But that story ain't exactly what you think either. See, Rudy and I were just like any other kids growing up in the dawn. You know, we're smoking cigarettes in the Dunk's parking lot, stealing vodka from the packy to go to some ripper in the town. Well, of course, we were magical flying reindeer. So there was some trouble we could get into that, the other kids couldn't. Like I remember this one time, we were wicked fucking hammered. And Rudy goes, let's see how fast we can get from Fenway to Yankee Stadium as a race, right? And so we tear off into the air. Well, Rudy flies faster than I do. And when I get there, I catch him midway through taking a shit on the pitching mound. So, as not to be undone, I took a shit in the dugout because fuck the Yankees, go Sox, right? But apart from a few drunken nights and a little more property damage than I care to admit, it was all pretty harmless fun. Then we got drafted by Santa Claus. And I'll tell you, the first couple of years at the North Pole for me and Rudy were fucking pissa. I mean, we were instant celebrities. You know, every magical made-up Christmas character in all of Christmas land wanted to be our friends. Of course, sometimes there's a lot of temptation involved in that. It's hard to say no. I mean, when you find yourself in a hot tub with 8 maids of milking and frosting passes you a mound of snow, what do? Say no? But Rudy and I didn't. I mean, they call him the fucking snowman for a reason, you know? But the partying started getting harder and harder and a little more desperate and a little darker. I hit rock bottom 2 days before Christmas Eve. Rudy and I were partying fucking hard with the ghost of Christmas present and these 2 giant living nutcrackers. The ghost of Christmas present kept pouring beer after beer out of this cornucopia, and the nutcrackers were crushing up oxy for us to snort with the giant mouths. I mean, to be honest, I don't even fucking remember the night. It was a total blur. But I'll tell you what I do remember. I remember waking up in the branches, coming to 20 feet off at the ground, while some kid beneath me yells, "Grandma! Grandma! Grandma got run over by a reindeer!" I was so black out, I don't even remember my hooves leaving the ground. I mean, she was okay, thank God, but I could have fucking killed her. So the next day I put myself into rehab, started working the 12 steps for Christmas. And the whole accident scared the shit out of Rudy, you know. I mean, he turned his life around immediately. He started going straight. He started working on his brand, and I mean, look at him now. The most famous reindeer of them all. And I'll tell you what, he's still my fucking best friend, and we still shit on the pitcher mound at Yankee Stadium. So, I don't know if there's a moral of the story here, but I think it's like anyone can change if they want to, you know? I mean, we were just 2 magical reindeer growing up in Dorchester, and look at us now. He's the most famous reindeer of them all, and me, well, I'm back working with Santa. I'm doing my 12 steps, and I thank God for every day that I got, so. Woo! Thanks for listening to my story, and Merry Christmas.